Howdy guys, my name is Carlos Bocanegra, and today I'll be going over the beginner level functions for the Engineering Learning Kit made by Intronic Systems. I have opened up the Intronic Systems workspace folder, and as you can see I have the Engineering Learning Kit project closed at the moment. To open it, you simply double click on it and it will open up, become active. To close it, you just right click, select close project, and it closes it. The advantage of closing the project is that when you press project build, as you can see right now I can't build anything because all my projects are closed, but whenever you're doing project build or project clean, it will skip the closed projects. So it's good to do that if you it's good to close your projects if you have a lot of them open and you don't want to have to be building all of them every time. So okay, now let's go into the main file, hit the drop down button. Okay, from here let's go to the main file. So we just hit the drop down button to open up all the files inside this project. We go to main.c, and if we go down to the main function, which is this, what I've highlighted, we can see the beginner level functions. So first we start with stopping the watchdog timer. This is done so that if there's any timeout of any sort, the system doesn't reset. Then we have the UART setup, which is to set up the UART module for XP communications on our node. All these two functions are done, these two acts are done at the beginning of the code and then never done again. After those two functions are done, we go into the while one loop, which is a continuous loop that goes on indefinitely. From here, we read the receiving buffer, the RX buffer of the UART module, and we put whatever is on there into the ID variable. Then we go into each beginner functions for each sensor, starting with the onboard temperature, which is the TMP 102 sensor. Next, going to the 3-axis accelerometer sensor, which is the MMA 8452Q. Next, going to the ambient temperature and humidity sensor, which is the SI 7021. Finally, going to the light sensor, which is OPT 3001, and ending with the motion sensor, which is the AMN 31111. After we get the data for each of those sensors, we go into the Intronic communication function. This function will check the node ID that we received, which is now located in the ID variable, compared to this zone node's ID, which is over here defined in the whoami variable, which right now we can see is 3. And then if they are equal, it will send the Intronic's packet based on the data that was received here. If they are not equal, it will skip it and it will start over doing this again. That is essentially the beginner level code, and as you go through the code flow chart, you can see how all that is implemented, and you can see step by step.